Alright guys, now when you're watching your videos, now this is what I tend to do. Now I know it's not something that I should be doing because I'm very good. I look better than most celebrities, right? But when you're raised off of, I used to be watching television a lot. Like when I was a kid, my parents would just plop me in front of the TV all the time, right? And I loved TV. I loved it very much. I really enjoyed it. I felt it was my thing, right? And music, I loved music. I listened to it, sang to it like crazy. Always watched music as a kid, or listened to music as a kid, watched music videos, etc. And I loved it very, very much. Now, when you get to that, and a lot of people had similar childhood, right? Like if you watch TV growing up, you're probably doing better than most people that might have been struggling or very poor and couldn't afford it. You know, I mean, you're doing quite well if you're. I mean, we were poor, but we had a TV and we were entertained all our lives, right? So if you're watching TV and you're healthy, and the only concern you have is whether this TV show is good or not, then you're in a good place, right? So there was no complaints about that at all. But I watched TV. So growing up, I often felt, that I didn't measure up. And I mean, you know me, I'm very good. I look amazing. I'm super talented. I look better than almost every celebrity. But you can literally watch any celebrity and not feel like you measure up. I mean, it's the way it's designed, right? There's an infinite number of celebrity TV shows or videos, and you watch a bunch of videos, and you could be confused about yourself by the end. I'm pretty straightforward about myself, and pretty much know one of the best things there is. There's other people that match me, but I'm like really good, right? But if you don't actually directly compare properly, you could end up feeling bad about yourself. Now I don't feel that badly about myself, but sometimes I might feel worse than others. But I mean, in general, I know my worth and I'm very confident about myself. But you watch a video, right? And let's say you watch a music video, maybe Jimmy Ray, the song "Are You Johnny Ray? Are You Slim Ray? Who wants to know? Who wants to know?" Right? So you might watch that, and you might be like, you might lose sight of how good you actually are, right? Because you're like, well, he's good, he's thin, he's does whatever. And I'm just picking that as a random example. You don't want to watch that video. I'm not feeling bad about myself or anything. But you watch a bunch of videos, and you could get lost in it, right? Now, if I directly compare to celebrities properly, then I'm going to measure up equal to the top ones, and I'm going to do quite well. And some people say just throw out the whole comparison thing. Like, don't compare yourself because you're never going to win, or there's too many people, or everyone offers something unique. So don't worry, what you offer is unique. So and it's important and special. So don't worry about what other people are doing, right? Don't compare yourself. You can watch what other people are doing, but just don't compare yourself. And some people are like, well, you are basically someone that's valuable. So don't get lost in comparisons because it could lead you astray, and it really is not necessary, right? And a lot of people are just like, we are all different, right? So what one person offers might be good to someone, and what another person offers might be good to someone else, but they're both valid, right? I mean, for me, I'm very good looking, so a lot of people might look at me and think, my goodness, I'm not adequate. Like my look is not good, or I'm not thin enough, or I'm not like, I look like Taylor Swift as a guy, right? You know what I mean? So I'm very good, right? But people would be like, oh, I must not be doing something right. Like, there have been a lot of times I go to a room and somebody's very upset because they are thinking to themselves, oh my, this person does everything, and here I am. But there's some people that just don't want me to be in a room because they're good looking, but when I'm in the room, they're not the best looking, right? So they just feel very inadequate, and they want to be a lot of people want to be the top person in a room, and if somebody's really good, that goes against their mojo, right? And they just feel like, oh, I just don't feel good because this person is so much better than I am in a lot of things. Now, I'm nice, so I don't judge people for that. I don't think you should have to feel bad or inadequate because you're less than or whatever in a look or whatever, right? But like even just like in my exercise routine or diet, some people get very intimidated by that, right? But in general, and even like that's the thing, even celebs get intimidated by celebs, right? So you can't really win, right? Because and a lot of these pictures are photoshopped, a lot of these videos have filters. You know, you really don't know what people actually look like until you meet them. I mean, obviously most celebs look good, but I mean, you know, sometimes they don't, right? Or maybe they're fabricated how good they look, right? So, or exaggerated, right? So, you know, when you think to yourself, oh, you know, I'm comparing myself to this person, it makes me feel inadequate. You have to remember that you offer things that are different than everybody else, and you have to remember that sometimes you are the one that makes people feel inadequate. So feeling inadequate yourself is not necessary, right? Anyway, so I'll watch videos, right? And then I'm like, I watch videos and I'm like, oh, you know, this video is so good, you know, like Shania Twain looks so good or whatever. And then I watch my own video and I'm like, oh, whatever, right? But I mean, if I accurately look at my video compared to the people that are doing quite well, even like the top celebs, I'm better or at least competitively friendly wise with them because I'm super good. You know when you watch something, and also this could be too, right? Like I'm very good that people are like probably prefer to watch me over a lot of celebrities, but the thing that people do sometimes, I watch a lot of my own videos and very much so really enjoy them, but I watch them so much because I want to support myself and I want to. Well, not that my views count really. I mean, I can only watch so much. I need other people to throw me things, guys. But I watch my videos so much that sometimes you get, and you can do this with anybody, right? I watch Madonna videos a lot. I watch my videos a lot, right? Or Lady Gaga or Katy Perry. And you get bored of someone because you watch them so much that you kind of don't give them the credit they fully deserve. Like, we're all so used to Madonna being around that we just know she's good. And we're not, like, if we felt as good as we did when she first came out, we're like, oh my god, like, this is the best thing in the world. Now we're like, oh, Madonna, whatever, ageism, all this stuff. And it's like, no, Madonna's like the it girl. She's super good, right? But because we're just so used to taking her for granted, we take her for granted. Same thing when you're an up-and-coming starlet or star, maybe you're up-and-coming, and you watch your videos a lot, and you're like, oh, I've seen this, it's not that good, whatever, and you don't like it, even though it's like the best thing ever. That might be you, right? And that's me, you know? So the funny thing is, I could watch my videos, and I'm like, this is like really, really, really good. I'm like, holy, I look amazing, and the song cover's good, everything. And then other times I'm like, oh, I can't even bother with this. This is annoying. This isn't as good as I hoped or whatever. But I mean, if you really look at my videos and you get excited because you know this is like a really big up and coming starlet, both Mark and Melina, and I'm gonna take Hollywood by storm. Like when people in Hollywood actually like see me, well, there's people that are in Hollywood that see me and they love me, so I'm very lucky. I've had 2 people repost me in Hollywood, and they're Hollywood celebrities. So I'm very lucky to have that. So yes, I'm very, very good, obviously. It's very nice, definitely. I love it very much. So like when everybody in Hollywood sees me, I'm going to be this big, huge thing, in my opinion. I mean, I'm so gorgeous as a guy and as a girl, and I perform very, very well. Anyway,